Hey guys, it's your girl LJ here with a quick book review of my latest read entitled Good People by Patmeena Sabit. Let's get into the story. So in this story, it is told by an entire cast of narrators, and it is all told from the eyes and ears and their perspective of this Afghan family that are refugees to America. They come here to provide their children a better life, and they settle in one of the most affluent neighborhoods, providing their children with the top schools in the US. And so after years of work and sacrifice, they're able to provide their family with exactly what they were pursuing, the American dream: success, wealth, happiness, prosperity, all the things. However, as we dive into this story, you get to see some cracks in this picture perfect image of this family. And the eldest daughter, Zorah Sharaf, is your typical teenager, right? She just wants to do the things that her family is doing. And while she initially is making all the right grades, making the best decisions, and following all the rules, she starts to kind of veer from the path that her parents primarily want her to follow. And so in doing so, in their tradition, that is viewed as shaming and bringing shame to her family name. And so there's this accident that happened, and it leaves readers wondering, was this an accident? Was this all planned? What really happened here? And it is a bit of an open ending that the author leaves us with, which leads you to really start thinking about everything that you've heard, everything that you've seen, through the eyes of their community, of the people that knew this particular family. And it makes you start thinking of your own. We all have our unconscious bias, and it makes you start kind of wondering, like, what would you think of this family if you saw the things and heard the things that were happening? And so it is such a riveting, haunting story that will have you on the edge of your seat trying to think of and figure out what's going to happen next. And then when you see what happens next, it's going to have you questioning what you read previously. And so this is such a great story. I cannot believe this is a debut novel, but it is such a great read. I listened to the audio version, and I'm so happy that I did, because it helped me to kind of follow the story along with the multiple points of view. So be sure to check it out. Good People, wonderful story, beautifully told, and will have you thinking. There's some stories that just stick with you, and this is one of those stories that's going to stick with you for a long time to come. So be sure to check it out.